Yeah, for anybody that's interested, this is part 2 on trying to figure out this carburetor situation. But I had the night to think about it. So I just need to identify. Again, I don't know anything about Pontiac engines. I never worked on one in my life. But I don't need to identify all these ports, you know. What are they? I'm sure 3/4 of them I won't even need because I'm not going to be running any smog. And I did find a detail that shows this. Let's see, I'll try it right here if I can get it off. Hang on. But I did find a picture showing this running down, if I can get it off of here. This is supposed to run down in there. So this is not the right. This is not going to work. So anyway, this is going to run down through here. I could make my own line, or I could use a hose. All that matters is they sell one that has a fitting here and a fitting under the fuel pump. So I'll just stick this in there, but this is useless. Yeah, I'll leave this off. So the other problem is now I got to take the carburetor. I don't know what gasket to get for the carburetor because this is a 76 carburetor with a 72 manifold. So I'm going to take this down to the parts store. Be nice if I lived next door to a parts store. Just seeing what's in the viewfinder. So here's the issue. So I just need a gasket that looks like that, if there is such a thing. I'm looking over the other one. So I'll just take a picture of this, and I'll take a picture of both. Let me just lift this off. So if I was to order a 76 gasket, it's different. I mean, here there's like a crossover. And these aren't full round ports either, for some reason. Let's see, this is a 2 1/8 by 1 3/4. And this is 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. So that's definitely going to restrict the flow. Again, I don't know if I said this, but I looked it up. In 1976, there was 180 horsepower, or 160 horsepower coming out of these smogged out engines. And the 455 had like 180. So so I had I got like a pop-up dome pistons. It's gonna bring the compression up to 9 3/4, I think. I forgot now. So anyway, and this is one of the reasons I switched to the earlier intake manifold. And then I'll use an electric choke. And anyway, so I just need to identify everything on this carburetor and then figure out what to get rid of. And I did find out they do sell, I don't know if I just said it or not, but they do sell an electric choke conversion. What's weird is that this carburetor here has an electric choke. Well, I never looked up the number on this. Maybe I could do that, but I don't think it matters. All that matters is that I get the right diameter choke. So what I don't know if I would think they'd be all the same. Let me just measure it. Get my glasses. I can't see anything. This black cover is like 2/16 strong. So if you're going to change your carburetors or your manifolds, you have to think about all this stuff. This one's like 2. Look at it again. I think it's just a different cover. What I'll try to do is I'll just try to put this. I'll try to put this in the other carburetor, see if it fits. This probably even has a part number on it somewhere. The other thing that's been bothering me, but I think I've solved it. Moving the camera again. Hung up on a cart. Sorry. What was this? Again, I'm just not familiar. It's been a million years, but I think what this is the hot, the engine heats up, hot air runs into the heater core and back down to the water pump, then into the radiator. Pretty sure that's what this is. So to measure it, actually, let me see, it's about 5/8. Again, none of this stuff was here, so you gotta figure it out. So forget what I said. I think I said 5/8. Let me check it again. About 5/8. This one here is about 9/16. Again, I'm not sure which one goes. One goes to the water pump, one goes to the heater, to that. This is metal, this is rubber. And there used to be air conditioning here. I can also see that this thing is bent, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have to cut this off. Get back to the round area. So I'm measuring that. It's about 3/4. Yeah, so this is smaller than that. But let's see. this is about 3/4. So the 3/4 line. Again, this is just guessing. I do some more checking. For some reason, my battery's going to go dead. I'm going to guess this one goes to the engine. This goes to the water pump. So just here's this parts car. Again, I look at it once in a while when I get stuck. You can see this one went to the back of the head. This one went to the radiator. Just thought I'd pass that in. Okay, I can't remember what I was talking about. I know it's anyway. I went to the auto parts store to get a gasket, and they said they didn't have one. They had to order from Sacramento. And the problem is, I got a 72 manifold with a 76 carb. But I was walking around the store and I saw one hanging on the wall. So here's the difference. Here's the 76 manifold. You know, this is the smog manifold. You can see this whole area is blocked off for some reason. These are the same. But it is the right gasket. Yeah, it's the right gasket. So then if you go over to this manifold, which is the 72. I think I showed this earlier, I can't remember. But here, there's no obstructions at all. So, that would definitely reduce your airflow, which is basically a detuned manifold intake. So now if we look at the carburetors, zoom out, maybe I can get both of them in the shot. Yeah. I'm inside so I can see this screen. So if we put this on the carburetor, you can see in here, there are vacuum ports. This one goes right here, so that's going to not be used. Anyway, what that is, if you can see that, I have no idea. What that is, I have no idea. But there is a slot into here. I don't know what it's for. And you can see the needle. Here's the screws. You can see the needle valves right there, barely sticking out. I'm not really sure what these are, but there's ports to get in there. But again, the point is that it'll work. The only difference I see, and I looked it up. The other one was the same way. So it looks like it's taking vacuum in and down and down. So it doesn't. Will that affect the carburetor? I doubt it. some smog garbage. So we'll put this one on over here. Again, they look the same. Everything looks the same. And then I opened up the chokes. Here's one. This had an electric choke. I don't think it was factory because there was no part number. And this one's got a manual choke, or a just looking at this could be triggered with a vacuum. Well, again, all I gotta do is put some vacuum and see. But I'm gonna go electric. So anyway, I got mobile on again. It's gonna rain in a few minutes, I think. But just so I don't lose the screws or the bolts, I'll just put this on temporary. Somewhere about there. Yeah, they went out. They wanted $12 to ship it from Sacramento. There it goes. You gotta clean these bolts, but like I said, put it together, just put it together and get all your pieces lined up. Can't even get my fingers in here. There we go. Everything works. Just looking what really opens this secondary. It's not that. It's got to be this. Let's see. No, that's the primary. The hell opens these secondaries? It is that. No. I'm not really sure what opens that right now. Maybe just the vacuum of the engine. I'm looking down the side here. butterflies aren't opening up. I'm not sure why. Could be hitting the gasket. Those round ports are not opening. Anyway, one step at a time. Check everything as you go. Then double check, then triple check. You got a thermostat. Got an oil filter. Try to, like I was saying earlier, I'll try to find I'll either make my own hose. Inline tube, I think they call it, so a flexible one. Anyway, that's it. This is going to be an ongoing thing with this until I figure out this carburetor. Oh, I just wanted to add this on before I go move along. Of course the butterflies went open because I got rags in here. But again, check everything as you go. Just check and check and check and check. Yeah, I just thought I'd kind of put this on record. Like I said, this is a 76 manifold 4-barrel. Here's the difference. I got this port here. It's going to swing the camera back and forth. So this is 76, the other one's 72. It's got an extra port up here. Still got that port down there. Thermostat, same. Whatever that thing is the same. I haven't got there yet. That's got that. Now we're on the 76. It's got this choke thing that I was showing yesterday that goes down inside. It's got this EGR valve. It's got this cutoff chamber, not the full width. It's got some kind of, this is the EGR hole. I can see it because the EGR is right here. Lets the gases come up in here. You can see it's all good. It's all full of carbon. This is different. The spacing is different. I think I can't really read this number. I said it yesterday, but no, I can't read it. But this is definitely, I checked it. It's definitely a 76. So again, going back over here, this has got a different. It's got a plate you bolt on there. That might be a air hole there. I don't know. I probably have to put a plate on here to block that off because I'm going to electric choke. That's the same. That's the same. That's different. Okay, let's see what else is different. Just looking at it. You know what, I can see right off to identify this. Well, it says GM 3 or 6. I think it's 3. It's got this big protruding thing. Don't have that on this. Looks like, I mean, this is probably here because to put another vacuum port, but they just didn't use it. So that's the difference. And these are, they're both D port, they call them. I don't have the other intake off. And then you got this crossover here. So you got the ports. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's just hot air. But the other side, Yeah, I think it's just a hot air chamber. So anyway, if you're going to get different intakes, or if you're going to switch, just look it up on the web and see which ones get the most CFM going through them and what you can afford. Let's see, looking at this end, there's a, just looking here, around the front end here, it's also got this. This is the 76. Not sure what that is right now. I don't know that I care. This one doesn't have that either. So most of that stuff is just smog junk. I think this is broken off. So when I find out what it is, I'll let everybody know. I think this is supposed to be a vacuum on top of here that goes to, I think it goes to the distributor. It retards the timing. I looked it up before, but I can't remember. Anyway, that's it.